They have categorized the products into assured and non-assured products. So it is helpful to return the product and make the means reverse logistic easy.
Okay, Sagarika, which company you prefer for best reverse logistic activities? Amazon or Flipkart? Sagarika Naidu. I think she has a problem with microphone. Yes, Aishwarya.
Yes, sir.
Which
So
company you prefer?
Flipkart.
Why?
Flipkart. So first of all, Flipkart offers coin, super coin. That's why I am member of. I am in a member in Flipkart, and also uh, in my experience, Flipkart returned and also exchanged my product, but Amazon didn't because I am staying in my village. That's why I think.
Okay. So apart from those things, if you compare Flipkart versus Amazon in case of reverse logistics, the reverse logistics network is very much simpler or very much simple as compared to Amazon. So initially, if you purchase a particular product from Amazon site, in that case, if you find the product has some error or some you can say this is not up to your level, in that case it is directly make a process. The process is very much lengthy. Initially you have to make a particular barcode, then the barcode is generated by your side, and that should be directly attached with the package and sent to Amazon. After receiving that things, they will evaluate. It will take around 15 days. But apart from those things, in case of Flipkart, if you received a product with so much error or so much difficulties, it is not up to your level, you simply call or simply put the button of that return. Within 2 days or within 24 hours, the boy will receive, and whenever the delivery executive is receive the product, the amount is directly credited to your account. There is no barcode things and no inspections, and no particular report should be provided from your side to that particular group. So that is why if you compare the Flipkart reverse logistics is very much simple, and it is easily understandable by any group of people, and they are coordinating different geographical locations starting from urban area, semi-urban area, even if they are focusing on rural area. The next part is that, just a minute. So in case of the importance of reverse logistics is only seen as an expense to an organization, but it can be profitable by reusing. Recycling can often reduce the cost. Vastly used in case of ceramic industries. In case of if you take the example of even if cement industries, they are reusing and recycling their particular product. For example, you purchase around 10 to 20 bags of cement. Due to presence of moisture in your home, it converts into solid form. So in this solid form, you can directly send to the distributor, and distributor are directly sent to the manufacturing organizations. But there is no particular value added from your side, but the company will add some value by applying reusing and recycling this particular raw cement. Similarly, the reverse costs are less clearly visible. In some cases, the costs are not visible by the manufacturing, but it is nowadays vastly used by implementation of environmental effect. The next is greater customer service, then improve reverse supply chain visibilities, increase productivities, greater responsive to the customer also, because you frequently receive the damaged product from customer point of view. In that way, you can build up more potential customers. My experience, as far as I concern with Amazon, I have lost around huge amount of money due to their complex reverse logistics. But in case of Flipkart, I use a particular watch, and the watch is totally damaged by myself. and return they will directly send the money to my accounts. So due to that thing, they will directly enhance greater customer service, and they also build up more amount of potential customers. The next is asynchronous supply chains to now include forward traditional logistics, inbound logistics, even if in case of reverse logistics. So by synchronization of your forward traditional logistics and inbound logistics by the company point of view and reverse logistics by the customer point of view, they are make a particular impact on global competitive edge. Then moving to the next one, reverse logistic component of environmental sustainability. The most of the cases, starting from logistic activities, supply chain, your green sustainability in case of supply chain, most of the company are huge environmental sustainabilities. So there are three main principles. So in case of sustainable development, the first one is environmental sustainable, socio-cultural sustainable, and last one is economic sustainability. So in case of reverse logistics, it is the process of disposing of used product or a new initial point of supply chains. I will show a particular small case studies where the electronics good are basically reused in case of extracting different metals. For example, in case of computer, old computers on old electronics circuit, they extract gold, even if they extract copper, and they are recycled or they are reused as an initial point of other company supply chain, such as customer return, overstock, expiry foods, and all redistributing them using specific rule to collect their management. So in case of reverse logistic, recoverable material component after consumption and waste and packagings, so which go to backward from the consumer product that will be incorporated into new economic cycle. So for example, in case of your paper industries, in case of paper industries, just imagine there are 1,000 number of print media companies are there. So if you take the case study of Sambad, or you can say it is Sambad group in case of Eastern media, they are used different kind of magazine, different articles, even if in case of Delhi magazine, Delhi newspaper also. So this newspaper after consuming or after read this particular news, they are directly dumped. There is no particular use. But in case of paper industry, these are the raw material. This is the main source of raw material nowadays due to less amount of forest is remain in case of state like Odisha. So that is why they are collected through the different collectors like some kabadwala, or in case of some intermediate are there. In that case, they collect this particular old papers, and they are adding some value that is known as de-inking. In case of de-inking, just remove the ink part, and finally they get the major product of paper that is known as pulp. So similarly, due to this reverse logistics, in case of customer, there is no value of that particular product, but in case of manufacturing, they are adding more value by using environmental sustainability in case of paper industry. So similarly, in case of aluminum and copper industry, they are also use the damage in case of damage or recyclable wear for remelting in the form of making more sustainable product from the metal. The next is the threat for reverse logistics due to global instabilities. So in case of supplier and producer are facing new and complex challenges determined by several factors. So what are the factors? The first factor is increased competition in global environment. The company adopt more flexible sale policies and agree to take back unsold product from the retailers. So if you take the best example in case of global competitiveness in case of beverage industries, so especially in case of Coca-Cola India Private Limited and your PepsiCo India Private Limited. In that case, if you purchase the particular water bottle or de-mineral or mineral water, in that case, the expiry date of that particular bottle is 6 months. So after 6 months, the product is directly disposed. So in this regard, you have to stay competitive due to such policy. These are the particular threat. You cannot be reuse this particular water even if the beverage in case of reverse logistics. The next is consumer awareness on companies and their product environment footprint. So most of the food companies and you can say that is a beverage companies. They must aware their customers regarding the company and their product. Even if they in some company are provide the information of durability of the particular product. The next is legal constant. The original manufacturer is now responsible for final disposal of product. So similarly, as you know, the best case study in case of Nestle Group, that Nestle Maggi, particularly they initially hidden the spices inside the Maggi pack, but after this legal constant, they are written that they make the policy that they have hidden the spices inside the package. And the most important case faced by Nestle Group, that is that their product contain lead. So due to the presence of lead, it directly influence your DNA from your generation to your next generation. So due to contamination of lead, that directly leads towards different diseases in the upcoming futures. So these are the things. That things the High Court of, or you can say the Supreme Court of Delhi declared that the original manufacturer is responsible for disposal of that particular product. So just imagine 5 year back, Maggie just recollect by using reverse logistic their total product from the market or removing their total product from the market, and they pay a huge amount of penalty regarding contaminant of lead. The next is shortening the product life cycle. The product becomes obsolete more quickly and return quickly. So in case of milk industry, if you take the best example, the shortening product life, the maximum limit of this milk freshness is 6 hours. In this regard, you have to take care about the logistic activities in a quick manner and safely manner and fastest manner that will be delivered to different. But if you surpass this particular time limit, you directly go to and increase your return. So these are the threats starting from the increased competitive, then customer awareness, legal constant, and short-term product line. Like these are the basic threat for reverse logistics. Then moving to the next one, then implement of reverse logistics strategy in an organization. So if you implement this particular reverse logistics strategy in an organization, it allows a trader to receive the product back from the consumer and send unsold merchandise back to the manufacturer to taken apart, certain reassemble or recycle, and minimize overall cost for the organizations. So most cases, in case of, if you take the best example in case of metal industry, especially reference to the steel industry, they directly remelt that particular product and convert to desired shape and size. The next part is that reverse logistics can be valuable in case of increasing product life cycle and supply chain complexity, maintainable practice, and consumer preference, which have to be improved and maintain productivity and growth. So that is why you can say in case of food industry, there are a huge innovation in case of packaging industries or making product innovation packagings, or you can say it is they are using the recent trend in case of packaging industries, which is reference to the food industry as well as your FMCG, even if you the pharma industry also. Due to that thing, they maintain productivity as well as the growth of the particular company. The next part is that it can be gains can be include increased speed of production, reduce the cost of you can say reducing the cost such as your transportation cost, administrative cost, aftermarket maintenance or sales after service, then repair and replacement cost, and retaining customer by improving service goal and meeting sustainable goals. As I told, in most cases they can gain the speed of production, reducing the cost as far as concerned the transportation, administration, and in most important thing, they meet sustainable goal for the company as well as to build up more potential customers. The next point is more value can be extracted from used and return goods instead of wasting manpower and the time cost of raw material involved because of original supply. So apart from the traditional supply chain network and your forward chain networks should be in a systematic manner or in a sequence manner. They should not generate any kind of you can say that it's a wasting of manpower, time, and cost of raw material also. The next is improve customer satisfaction, loyalty by paying more attention to faulty goods and repairing or repairs of merchandise. Lastly, reverse logistics can include gaining feedback to make improvement to your product, your specification, your design of product, your packagings, your qualities, and to improve the understanding of real reason for product returns. So that is why if you return the particular product, they provide a artificial intelligence in the form of feedbacks, whether it should be up to your mark, whether the price is very much higher side, whether the quality of product is not matched, whether the size of product is not matched. These are the feedback that should be perfectly executed in case of manufacturing side. So here the typical example, in case of if you go to the place like Delhi or a place like Haryana, most of the electronics good are used for extract gold. So especially in case of your processor, which contains around 2 to 3 grams of gold. So just imagine there is a huge amount of computers, even if servers, which contain this amount, and there are some specialized NGO are assigned to collect this particular rule. Even if some small agency and some small farmer engage this particular product for extract gold, copper, aluminium, even if in case of tungsten, these are vastly used in case of defense activities. The next is, these are the particular products starting from your paper industries, then bag industries, then plastics, then in case of wood, then in case of rubber industries, then again in case of electronics industry, they are used their particular products starting from paper, plastic, metals, aluminium, rubber. These are recycled products, and after getting from the mode of or from the loop of reverse logistics, this product can be reused, and these are very much environment friendly for the industry point of view. The next is, in some cases, this is a typical case study of Nike shoes. The most of the Nike shoes are internationally renowned. This is a particular internationally owned brand, but the thing is they are recycle or reuse some fish scales. So most of the fish scales generated from common fishes, and they make this particular scale for shoes makings. The next topic is yes, just a minute. Yes, till that in doubts.
No, sir.
Okay, fine. So if you take the case study of fish scales, just imagine around 4 quintal of scales, raw fish scales should be generated in the place like Bhubaneswar. So just imagine how much people will be consumed on a daily wise basis in case of fish industries. So these fish industries are very much, you can say that is they are diverting or disposing of these scales in a large volume. So the company like Nike and even if some small NGO are converting this scale into some art and craft, even if the Nike has converted this particular scale into shoes also, because these are very much flexible and hard as compared to plastic, as compared to composite, as compared to your ceramic also, and the flexibility is very much higher side that it can be molded and reshaped into any shape and size. So that is why they are nowadays vastly used in case of environment sustainability. The next topic is your vendor managed inventories. So in case of vendor managed inventory, the vendor managed inventory is a streamlined approach in case of inventory management. So in case of inventory management, the most important aspect is you have to reduce the level of inventory, whether it should be manufacturing organization or whether it should be a large industries. And next important thing is order fulfillment. Whenever it's required, you have to fulfill that particular order. In case of inventory, it provides the basic support to smooth the flow of raw material, which converted later on into the finishing product. So basically, the vendor managed inventory involves collaboration between the supplier and consumer. And for example, distributor are there, retailers are there, and other intermediate are there, product and end user are there. So which changes the traditional ordering process. How that changes ordering process, I will show that particular case studies. In case of the basic goal of vendor managed inventory is align business objective. The most important business objective is to maximize profit and streamline supply chain operations for both suppliers as well as the customers. So the business value is directly result increase in case of improve inventory turns, improve service, increase sales. So that is why the most important objective of vendor managed inventory is to improve inventory turns, improve service, increase sales. So here the typical example, if you go to the normal replacement system or normal purchase of that particular system, there is a supplier is there is a customer is there. The customer provides the purchase order and the supplier provides the product delivery. But in case of vendor managed inventories, the customer provide the demand informations to the supplier and the supplier provide the product delivery. The thing is that it is a particular collaboration between retailer levels, the wholesaler level, the distributor levels. But the difference that the customer provide purchase order in case of normal replacement system, or you can say it is normal purchase system. But in case of vendor management, the customer provide demand information, and that demand is through the different intermediaries, starting from the retailer, then distributor, then wholesaler, and finally reach up to the supplier. And after getting the demand information, they provide the product delivery. Similarly, if you take the next example, here's the typical example of Walmart. If you take the Walmart point of view, in that case, they have made the different strategy. For example, the retailer is provide the demand information in the form of different stock files. That stock file reach up to the vendor level. After getting the stock file, the vendor is use different data analysis, and finally the deliver notice is provided to the retail outlet in the form of SOF. And after getting the data or delivery notice, the vendor directly provide the delivery of goods to the retail shop, and finally the end user receive the particular goods. But the thing is that this shop in the form of retail, they provide some demand information in the form of stock files. And by getting the stock file, they will check their list, or you can say it is they provide some or performing some data analysis. The next part is that if you go to the second point or second figure, in case of Walmart, it directly collect other marketplace or shopping carts. They directly go by, or they directly placed by the we consider it is they provide the order by place the order. Then shipping software, that is known as shipping station, provide the shipping order, and finally the final inventory starting from that in case of keep the track on stock level, use the recording modules, we create a purchase order that should be directly fed inside the Walmart distribution hub. So this automated or automatic update the stock level to Walmart and other channels. Due to this enable of final inventory status, they directly access to the different shippings. Moving to the next one. So in case of vendor managed inventory process, the basic vendor managed inventory process can be described in terms of data communications, calculation, monitoring of different carriers, and finally reporting at the retail shop. In case of how to implement this or how to make this vendor managed inventory works, first one is clarify expectations that both organizations in the long term or one of the parties, particularly the supplier. The next is agree on how to share information. If the supplier and customer can agree to share information vital to the restockings and in a timely manner, then the order of the synchronized system will dramatically improve. And the third point is, next is keep communication channel open. When the two parties set out to implement a vendor managed inventory program, they need to meet and discuss their goals and how they need to proceed in order to realize those goals. So these are the steps starting from the clarify expectations, both from organization point of view and the other party or supplier point of view. The next is agree on how to share informations. The next is keep communication channel open, that you discuss regarding your goals and their the supplier goals also, and then need to proceed to order realize the other goals also. So these are the things which is vastly used in case of vendor managed inventories. The next topic is your packaging innovations. So we have already discussed this part, but in case of module number 3, this part is very much important as far as concerned with your reverse logistic point of view, green logistic point of view, even if your forward logistic point of view. And in case of packaging innovation, the turning new concept into packagings that consumer use, trust, and love. Basically, the packaging provide the safety layer to your product. But the thing is that due to vast use of supply chain network as well as logistics networks, some product durability is very less, and due to that thing, packaging innovation is very much essential for smoothly and fastly deliver your product from one place to other places. So in case of innovation, in case of packaging, give you an opportunity to appeal people's feelings and emotion that lead to more impulsive buying decisions. It also helps to build up more potential customers, and as well as it create brand loyalty for existing customer also. So here the typical case studies. If you experience paperboard flavor, the flavor is very worst, but the thing is that the packaging is very attractive. Due to this packaging, it can maximize their profit, or even if they generate more amount of revenue. Similarly, in case of candy industry, in case of chocolate industries, the dairy milk is very much famous due to its attractive packagings, and packaging innovation is very much enable to build up more potential customer for their particular product. The next part is that, so in case of product packaging innovations, the packaging innovations is geared towards providing solution for packaging needs. The basic need is providing safety layers. The thing is that it also attract more amount of customers, and the next part is that it provide all the information starting from the specification, the weight, the MRP levels, the barcode, the date of manufacturing, the date of deliver, the product expiry date also. So this product packaging innovation on meet customer need and offering solution efficient and affordable way. And nowadays, every organization is committed to innovation with expertise and manufacturing ability, and material aim to provide design that deliver in every way. So that is why most of the company are focusing towards develop and attract more amount of potential customer through the packaging innovations. So here the typical enhancing product appeals. First one is whenever you provide the packagings, that is where we come in. We help to boost your product appeal with packaging innovations, which include distinguish your product in the market, then promote some branding. The next is protect your product. The next is it is used for advertise. Then improve and increase transportation options. Then lastly, display assemble instruction efficiently. As I told, this particular packaging display various informations or instruction, how to use, how to implement, how to communicate, how to provide the feedback, the MRP, the manufacturing date, the delivery date, the expiry date, all the assemble instructions should be efficiently provided through the packagings. So here the typical example. So if you purchase the apples with sticker and apple with the foam packings, in case of this foam packing, the cost is around 20 paisa. So due to this 25 paisa, the cost will be increased from the price range from 80 to 120 rupees. But if you purchase the normal apple from the market, nowadays the range is around 80 to 85 rupees. But in case of foam packaging, the price will be increased up to 120 and 140 rupees. So due to that thing, most of the people are preferring those things because the product is even same. But the thing is that due to that foam packagings, it will attract more amount of potential customer for buying this particular product. The next is the logistic packaging solution across industries. The most of the industry are using zipper cartons or paperboard cartons, and this solution provides protective packaging or inserts, customized solutions for one place to other place or any optimized destinations. Then heavy-duty packaging are also enabled in case of industries who are deal with metals and heavy machineries. Then mail packs, most of the company are use mail packs. Then wine bottle zippers. In case of wine bottle zipper, they are use wooden pallets for storing, and you can consider it for loading and unloading activities. And the next one is timber product, and last one is moisture protection. So in case of pharma industry, they are use this moisture protection to protect their medicines or protect the product from the moisture to consider to be a waste in the during the logistic activity. That is why they are put the product inside the glass bottle. These are the typical solution for industries. The next is for designing. In case of design facilities and process that deliver, initially the motto is design that delivers. To back this company, the computer aided design equipment and coupled with the expertise to help to create designs which make difference. There are some sketch idea to cardboard samples, and when in the production it consider the following: the item quantity to be manufactured, then most important thing, the budget of your designs, then product endurance, then best manufacturing route, and the next one is alternative, and the most important thing, that is the style should be included. So that's all from my side. Any questions?